Hello. Hey, what's up, Jake? Who is doing some theory crafting? Let's see here. King car.
It's OP. It's not risky at all. I mean, you need to kill it, maybe. That's a problem for League Start. But after that, when you get your Merc,
Their comment? Alright, let's see.
it should be very good. Didn't Jangron win his own with Mercs? It was busted.
Oh, shit. She definitely... Yeah, she gave him hell, dude. She seems the type. What does she even... I don't even know what her lyrics are saying. She's just like referencing stuff they drink and eat in the South and talking about Derby. This is like... Not everybody should be able to make music. It's like social media. Not everybody should be allowed to be on the internet. The song is like, the recording is quality though, like whoever recorded her, but like, the fuck. Think a country out of me.
Act 4 viable. I mean, this is not even Act 4 viable.
Ends in 2 hours.
Look at this damage.
Man, I was testing Orb of Storms and Spark leveling. That shit's already fucking strong as hell, dude. It's gonna be really good now. I like a lot of hip hop, dude. I like. You know, I don't know. No, this style gets old real fast, right? But the beat is cool. Never mind, this picks up. It was just that beginning. That might be the hook, though. No, this is good. No, these guys are all good. What the hell? Who is this dude in the hat? Holy shit, he's killing it. I don't like this part, this hook part. It's not good. Wait. Buckshot got you looking like a QR code. That's actually a fucking super good line. Like, put it like a shotgun. I gotta go back to that dude in the hat. This guy kills it. This guy is good. Holy shit, his lyrics are good. Who is this guy? Is that...
Oh, I don't have an alchemy. Well, that's still okay.
Is that Be Real?
PMP.
Yeah, that's Be Real is his name.
Maybe this.
16 years ago. Oh, this guy's like... Oh, these guys do a lot of music together. These are all old timers. I kind of like rappers, the voice when they're like lower voice is cool, but like when they have like this like how do you even explain it? It's not a high voice, but it's like
Yeah, I think I will.
oh, what do you, how would you, do you know what I'm talking about? How would you like describe that? It's like a middle pitch, but it's like very enunciated, like a twang. Yeah, it's got a twang to it, like a hip hop twang. Yeah, you're right. There you go. That's like what's and
I don't want to die again.
what is this guy's name? This is gonna bother me. Hold up. There's this guy that tours with Greaves that I saw live, and that dude is, he has a really big, like a twang like that. It's gonna bother me. You ever heard of these guys, dude? Haunted Shores. They're all instrumental. But it's like all just metal shit. This is really good for listening to, like when you're gaming or something. I've noticed like instrumentals are good when you're for background noise. It's all like death metal or deathcore stuff, but it's really good. Do you listen to a lot of Greaves, Jay?
I think
Marley B, that's who it is.
for leveling, it feels so good. The only problem is
Let's see if
first 3 acts. How can we
is it
do
this
that
song?
part? One of them
This is a more chill song. But listen to this. I saw this live. I saw Greaves and Marley B live. Like, listen to Marley B's voice. I'm sure you can you. This guy's super good live too. All right.
Why do the keen of mind seek to satiate their curiosity in darkness and depravity? Innocence is our father.
The very sand shivers with malice.
What if we just play Soul Rend instead of Blight of Contagion? I like this skill. It's projectile, chaos damage over time,
Sunrise for me, not
and it
against me.
looks cool. How much is the cat skin? Wait, am I? Soul Rend. Oh, it's on sale? Do I buy this?
Yeah, dude, Greaves kills it in that song. That they opened with that song, like, yeah, he's really. I agree. Marley B did his songs, and then Greaves came out, and Marley B did this song with them, and then Greaves took over. It was a really good like transition.
What's the name of the song? What's this?
I saw Lion Eyes.
And tomorrow comes.
Be well.
Fine work with. Stay sharp out there.
I know that stench. Just like my sisters. Upon the fire.
Oh no, I wanted to get Spark. That's fine. Well, this guy could kill me. Come on, guy. Yep, there we go. I don't know if you... this is a really good tip, is to get this guy to come with you. Then you have to kill him. And so when you come back here, you can just blow him up.
This leveling,
I'll show you.
if it gets buffed, I could make a video about it.
Probably a couple days before, I think. I hope soon, man. Alright, I hope we get the dot. I think we'll get the dot, spell dot stuff today. So they probably want to get that out quick. So people can plan, but...
Where's the timer? Dude, you don't want to see the timer right now. I'm pausing the game a lot. With 2:28 and I'm on F5. Just don't look at it. I'm gonna clear. Not bad. Better than...
Yeah, I agree, Jake.
It's not good for me.
Because dot, man, damage over time spells feel really good when they're like actually good. That's why I love this that flame wall build.
You need to be faster.
That was a terrible drop by him. Holy shit.
I really like this skill though. Is anyone starting with Solar End next week? Any video about this skill? Solar End.
It can have end-game damage, but I think you have to do other cold dots with it, like cold snap, and you have to like double up on the...
Yeah, no one is playing this. I could make a video about this actually. It's an old meta skill. No one can make a video about it.
Much clutter.
Which pretty much means that it doesn't do damage, yeah.
Hello.
I'm just...
Take care.
Feels good.
Now I think I get flame wall.
Can you somehow get the spear on hit? Are they using the ring for that?
Got a job.
First on hit ring. I think it will feel really good with explosion.
Green, blue...
If I'm going with Blight, I can't get that ascendancy. That damage is also very good.
That's awkward. Wait to see how fast the flame wall starts coming online. People usually use it to like buff their projectile damage. Which it does early, and it does, but like,
I think this red glass will serve.
Why am I not playing bows? I don't like popular skills, and bows are popular heroic stuff. I want to play something unique. It's fun.
so nice that all the classes get faster attacks after Brutus.
That transfigured is not damage over time, right? It's just the phase.
Yeah, it is.
You have the
I really want to try it on Sabo with traps. Or not traps, mines.
just one person.
The best thing about this flame wall, dude, is you can just people try to chase you and they walk into it and just die. Like, so I'm like getting XPs. Yeah, you're talking about flame wall totems
Even like
or freezing pulse.
I think tornado doesn't.
It's gonna be good. It already is good. If you look up builds, people don't build it tanky. They use like the triple elemental staff and all that.
That doesn't deal any damage. People are using tornado for some reason.
But it's good enough to.
You can get power charge and fortify instead. I think that's much better.
I need more mana.
If I somehow fix the defense on this character, it's just done.
Yeah, it is, dude. I didn't think of that. I like your idea of the blade blast in there, and then. All right. Yeah. Like mix it up to get more dot damage and shit. Yeah. Or hit damage. Either way, yeah, I see what you're saying. Automated totems. That's just nutty. Oh, you do? I didn't know you had to cast them. I thought they like auto casted for some reason. Allflame light.
Wow, that's good. Chaos damage, spell damage. I just wasted my luck.
Yeah, they will. It'll be similar to similar to Spell Totem, maybe a little bit more. But you get an extra support. So it'll be good no matter which way you do it. Look at it.
Chain of Unraveling get buffs. I think they know Chaos Dot is low damage. If they know it, why not buff it, right? The question is how much buff? Like what is the percentage? If Blight gets like 40% more damage, I'm logging in. Actually, I can swap into this skill too. Like, do we really need to play that? I like Soul Rend more. I'm changing my mind. It's clear with explosions from occultists. What else do you need? You can see my character. Oh yeah, this is my other account. I forgot changing that. Oh no.
To get it. It has high drop rate, like it drops often, you mean?
Okay, we're safe.
Or like it's hard to find. I hope it's not super hard to find. That would suck. High drop rate means it drops often? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, but did you watch what I sent you? You don't need to get lucky. Unless they like explicitly, because the helm does not say that you have to socket rare jewels with 3 mods. It just says a rare jewel, right?
Yeah, I can get it.
Watch this.
Will stack deck be good for day 2? It should be. I never actually tried.
Watch this right here.
And twist items in ways not seen in centuries.
See this new mechanic?
Such as Kishara's Ducat, which creates 4 ghostly copies of an item,
Check this out.
each of which will keep
Splits
one
up your rare. Each rare only has 1 mod. There you now you got a rare jewel with 1 mod that you want, like the one that you take, physical attack damage. Put it in the helm. Now go farm more jewels. Get this. Split it again. But also, if you use alterations on an abyss jewel and roll it and get the mod you want, just 1 single mod, and then you use a regal with one mod, because you can have make it a rare to two rare a rare with two mods, right? And then you can annul, and hopefully you remove the one mod you don't want, and there you go. So it's like a 50% chance, and then you have this as well. There's going to be a lot of ways to, and also you can get fractured jewels from the tree, and if it's fractured the mod that you want, then you just annul, slap it in there. There's like so many. There's going to be some really cool ways to. That's why I'm hoping I can find the helm, because I'll be able to craft the jewels easy what I want. Like go like full flat, or there's like you can get up to 600 flat lightning damage to claw attacks, right? If you get a abyss jewel that has tier 1 flat lightning damage to claws, is really high. There's so many cool like things you're gonna be able to do with it. Yeah, I don't think I'll farm the guy until I find it. I don't think it's going to be like something super insane to find. I don't know for sure.
Take care.
I need to get.
Take care.
I hate this area. This enfeeble. Holy shit. That socket changed, dude. So another thing like that I'm gonna try to do with the tree, or like anywhere. I need to get high-end body armors. Unique body armors with good defense, and corrupt them. I'll show you why. Here, let me. Like, look at this. Something that. Let's see if I can find a good example. Okay, this, whatever. Not Chaverones doesn't matter, but any unique high-end body armor that has good defense that I could use. It doesn't even really matter. I'm gonna corrupt the hell out of them, because like look at the plus level of socketed AoE gems, or plus 2 level of socketed duration for flame wall. Normally I would get the delirium helmet with plus 2 to skill levels, but now, because I don't care about I care about the sockets, but like I really only need the biggest. There's only be like specific ones that I really need the quality on. Certain builds I need all of it, but like, yeah, so much damage, which is good. The game is fun when you have damage. That way you can like, bossing is more fun. When you have damage, you can do the mechanics, and yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be. I actually want Spark.
while we live.
Jason is coping that they buff Bane a lot, and I think they will. Like, look at this damage with Spark, dude. It gets fucking enfeeble is not making me do damage, but get me out of this area. It's the worst fucking area.
I'm ready and not before.
No.
Brought you here, sister, to the one place where your talents are free to grow.
So do brands and totems? If you could make a skill tree work, that'd be cool. Like, look at this damage. That's insane. That's like when no good items are like...
You'd not have fallen so easily. Yes?
Oh, +1 to level. That's why. But still good. Yeah, Firewall is strong, but I'm actually buffing the dot damage on. Let's see. How much gold do I have? This is where... This doesn't make sense yet, but you'll see why I'm putting damage.
Take care.
Holy Flame Wall and... Oh, yeah. I don't like Holy Flame Totem for some reason. Like, I hate having to try to keep it up and, like... I don't know. It doesn't feel necessary. There's other ways. No. What is this? I really need to grow a level. Please tell me I have a red socket. I don't. Fuck. Yeah, but if it's your primary skill, there's skills that do way more damage primary. I think the people use it for, like, to sprinkle in damage. Fuck. I hate that I have to do this. No! Am I out of portals? That just screwed me. Damn, that's strong. Look at that, dude. Holy shit. Oh, yeah. If you go full totems, yeah, that's... I agree with that, yeah.
Sirens appear to be dining well.
sucks. Gray Spire buff? I did not see a Gray Spire buff. Is that the staff? Did they add more patch notes today? What the fuck? Alright, I'll check it out. Hold on. Let me kill Mervale and then...
Stuck my
Yeah, the avoidance change is like... They're like multiplicative with each other now or something? It's like they add together. It seems like it's like a good defensive layer now, where like it's more of like an evade versus like some random thing you would get. Yeah, assassin is such an OP ascendancy. I think it's like the best ascendancy in the game, in my opinion. Hard time not playing it. What does, let's see, trap. 22.7 per second. I need green, blue, blue. Damn. Yeah, dude, exactly. Never tried this skill, but it seems to make sense. Yeah, it's doing some burn right off the bat. Let me kill Mervale and then I'll catch up. Oh, I know. The corrupt changes are so awesome. They needed to do that. They're smart, man. Those devs are... Come on. I want to try a cast while channeling. Build this league. Hold up. I think... This is better. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I don't have... Look at this! It took over my Frostblink. Fuck you, dude. That's so stupid. Shock Nova? Yeah, dude, that would be good. Alright, stop. Alright, let's see. Patch notes. All right, sorry, there's... Let me pull this up. All right, Gray Spire. They added another 100 implicit modifier magnitudes are doubled. So you're supposed to corrupt this to get like some crazy corrupt? What the hell is this staff? This thing's insane, right? Sorry, there's something at work I'm looking at, Jake. Wonder if Alex is alive. I haven't heard from that guy in forever.
looking at like I don't even know if that's 30 increased movement speed.
Are fully considered to be totems, but have the distinct advantage of many legs.
I don't know if they're going to be affected by haste. No, there are totems. They're not minions. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Like, you should be, right? But like, is haste gonna be enough for these totems to be like to keep up with you? I don't know. Yeah, but have you ever seen an EA totem move? You don't know how it's coded. It should. It should. Right?
These and all other uniques coming.
Oh. They cannot be buffed offensively? Oh, okay. Well, but is movement speed is a defensive mod though? Isn't movement speed considered defensive? Movement speed is not offensive. No, the cast speed is offensive stat. But what is movement speed? See, this is why I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, movement speed is not an offensive mod. So it's under defense in the I know it is under defense in the characters tab. It's definitely not under offense, right? So should haste affect it? But even if you get the totems like 30% movement speed, are they going to be fast enough? I hope. If it gets affected by haste, like it's like sort of alive because haste is at least like 16 movement speed, right? And I don't know. With some aura effect, you get like 20. Like it's at least doable. And is the 100% extra totem movement? Is the 100 increase? But is the second thing is it has totems have 100 increased movement speed. Is that going to be additive with haste? Or is that a base mod on the multiplier? Right? Because I don't understand how that works. Because totems don't have any movement speed, right? So if it's additive with haste, then it's caca. If it's multiplicative with haste, then at least you get like 40 more movement speed on your totems, and then it's like kind of chill. But the main thing is like, if they don't move fast enough, then what's the difference between playing this and just playing totems, right? There's honestly, like, you would just play regular totems, correct? Because the only way you would ever play this is if they move fast enough and can kill the map for you. Play Frostblink crabs? Yeah, but then you can play Frostblink totems right now. But do you play Frostblink totems? You don't play Frostblink totems right now, right? You play Frostblink vines.
It's broken? Dang, that's...
A lot for spells. Yeah, but you lose your whole entire weapon. Okay, if you had a weapon right now that says plus 2 totems and 189 spell damage, would you equip that weapon for your totems build? Probably not, right? And if you do it, it's probably for like a day, and it's a staff. It's not a one-hander, it's a staff.
What are you gonna get instead, Jake? I'm working on something at work right now.
We don't even know what crab totem does. We don't even know what it does. Yeah, I feel like it's okay early, but do you think you're gonna get this thing early? A lot of the times in POE, right? By the time you get the unique, you've already outpowered the unique. It happens all the time in this game, right? It's the craziest thing. It's one of the worst things about this game is the power level of uniques does not match up with the
Holy shit, Jake.
Like, you can talk shit about like World of Warcraft and all of that. At least when you get to the items, it's an upgrade. a lot of the times in POE, when you kill the boss,
He's trying to get all fucking
it
crazy.
takes so long to get to that point, and your character's already outpowered like a lot of this stuff, right? So it requires level 70, so you know it's not an early game item. No, it's the same thing in both games. So oh, it's because of the gem. I don't know. I have no idea. Guys, I don't care what FUB does. Like, why do you guys care so much? There's a million builds to play in PoE. I can literally just like play like whatever the hell I want. Like, who cares? Just play whatever you want. You want to have fun. You think Winter Orb is fun? Play Winter Orb. If you don't think it's fun, don't play it. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Many legs. Check out these and all our other new uniques coming in Path of Exile, Curse of the Allflame. Coming.
I think there's a lot of really good builds in the game. Like right now. Like a lot. People are excited for like you don't need that much gear to get to like to be decent on Winter Orb, right? The problem is like the scaling on the build is kind of weird.
Jake, you're gonna die, bro.
Man, I don't want to go over like I kind of want to wait for like more people to get in, so I explain all the builds once, and I don't have to explain it again for France's video. Yeah, we don't even know what they're gonna do with dot buffs yet. They said they're gonna buff dots, right? So I don't even know what they're gonna do. I did my Fizz dot POV. It's pretty good already. Spell dots, yeah. Fizz dot is a spell dot, man. Physical dot is a spell dot. Corrupting Fever is a spell. RF is a spell. I'm waiting for my RF buffs. Where are my RF buffs? Where are my Fizz dot buffs? Guys, don't fucking rush me for POBs, man. I literally spent all day doing that shit for you guys. Do you think I make all of these POBs and I freaking go post them on Reddit, be like, hey, come guys, watch my stream. Oh my god, no, I don't do any of that, dude. I make them so my community gets them. You know how long it takes me to do this shit? Do you understand? Just like one, if you had to do one of these POBs, it would take you multiple days. Just double checking everything. You know this POB, this elemental slayer, hit slayer, has 14 pobs in it. Do you know how long it takes to do 14 pobs? Like, I had to redo physical
This is annoying.
from scratch. No, like, it's like, I had to do both of these from scratch. This one I at least had like last week's reference POBs to like, kind of like fix, but like these two I had to do from scratch. And my Luminary, I started on it. I'm like halfway done with Luminary, and I'm just like fucking tired, man. I just didn't have enough endurance to finish. It just takes way too long. And on top of that, I'm like doing like other things too. Like for people, just so people have some frame of reference on like how to build certain builds, like for the end game. Like maybe someone will look at Dual Strike of Ambidexter and be like, oh, I like playing this, so I'm gonna start building it, because this is like this is like doable from like day 2, right?
To warp
It might not
and
have, like,
twist
the
items in
most
ways
tremendous
not
amount of
seen.
damage, but it's like doable really, really early. So, like, maybe someone will look at it and be like, oh shit, I want to play that, right? So I did all of these reference POBs. I did like the Frenzy of Onslaught reference POB. I showed people some other stuff in Discord yesterday too while I was at it. So I did a lot of stuff yesterday. What the fuck? Do you think the Chinese POE1 community makes impactful builds in the game? Like, so I don't know where that meme came from, but no one looks at any Chinese build community for POE1 builds. We don't even like, only Jung does it for like POE2 builds. I don't even look at that shit. Like, ever. Yeah, I don't know. He had some Chinese creator like talk shit with them. Like, I don't even look at that shit. That shit is like useless. You just log in and you play the game. And like, the game is so easy, you don't need to abuse anything, right? Why do you need to abuse the game when the first boss you fight dies in 2 seconds? you don't need to abuse the game at all. Like, there's nothing to abuse. The game is like made so easily that you don't care. This game is a little different though. Devil's Cat is Taiwanese. You just either like you either just slam or you peacock, right? I don't think there's like anything else. You wouldn't play any spells or anything. You don't have any damage for spells, so.
Fuck, dude. I don't want to work on this shit right now.
But even then, it's kind of like whatever, right? You might be able to make an argument for Juan, but I think it's just.
It's all Jake Feedy's fault.
Or peacock or left slams. I don't think there's yeah, there's not like you have like an okay like at least you can open with this into that, right? I don't know, like, and you have projectile nodes on the bottom. Like, you have like an opener, like if you it's just like this, like, right? You have an opener at least, and then you can path to whatever, but yeah, it's like you just either do slams, like because you could just open here, right? You have like this here. Like, you have physical damage here, and then you could just, like, path to whatever. But I'm honestly, I think it's just, like, peacock, and then you just, like, come here. But the problem with mercs, like, because you want to go bottom side when you do mercs, right? Like, the tree, like, the tree looks like this. The tree looks like this, right? Where you want to come path down because you want to get the block nodes and you want to get freaking storm blast mines, right? So like you're like doing you path down and then you get this and then you continue pathing because you need to get to this and you need to get to this and then you go straight up for this, right? That's the merc tree for just about anyone, right? Like I don't think there's a tree that really offers more than what you want, but yeah. So like either way, right? You don't want to path to this side. You don't really want to like go up here. I don't think there's anything here that makes a difference. Yeah, it's like that's what you do. That's how you get damage. How else are you gonna get damage? You can't get damage any other way. You don't have pyroclast mines anymore, right? And if you guys remember what pyroclast mines used to be, it was like insane. So you lost all of that. The only way you're going to be able to get flat damage is by making this number like 30,000 or something. But if you're not doing that, then I don't know what else you're doing. I forgot to add in the link buff here.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
Which build is smoother to progress in your opinion? It doesn't. I think the game is like easy enough where if you just practice whatever build you want to play, you're gonna be good at it. Right? Just find a build you like and just practice it for like a day, and you'll be fine. It's not like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, where if your build wasn't good, you had like the roughest starts in the world. Like the whole, like, you remember Firegrass and like Poison Tornado Shot? It's like the game's not like that anymore. It's really hard to fail. Right? It's really hard to fail these days. So you just like, as long as your build is optimized and you have practice and you know what you're doing, you're gonna be 100% fine, because most builds, like with the power creep, can go into red maps without much gear. Most builds, right? Even like sub-tier builds, right? Like even if you took like a skill that's not meta, like Viper Strike, right? I like a lot of times, like people don't even realize how good some of these builds are. Like if you were butt naked on Assassin Viper Strike, like actually just naked, like no gear at all, and you just had 2 wasp nests, right? You can get, and these are like 6-second poisons. They're not like the shortest, but they're not the longest. But you had 6 million damage naked. That's how much like this game is power creeped over the last, like, I don't know, 2 years. It's like entirely nuts. 6 million damage, you can kill Ubers if you're good enough. I'm not even joking. Like, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be surprised if someone took fucking like 2 wasp nests and then went with like on a butt naked assassin and said I can kill the Uber Shaper, and they just dodge every mechanic. I'm not even joking, right? Like that's how far the game is power creeped over, I don't know, the last, I don't know, a few years. So I think like as long as you practice and your build is not complete trash, right? You can make it to whatever content you want to make.
Oh, that's a good point, Jake. Cast on crit for the bifurcate because it's only spells. Dang, I didn't think of that.
Build and how you can obtain items and the skill ability of your build when a lot of people are playing them, right? That's the huge issue. You know, like every league, I make like 3 league starters for my community, is because I don't want my whole community to be able to be pigeonholed into like one build where you know, like everyone like suffers, right? Yeah, because it's not done. Do you need like your Merc POBs right now? Do you need it right now? Do you need it right now? Are you about to play the game right now? You're gonna log in and start fucking farming Mercs. You don't need it right now. What is wrong with you guys, man? And I have like 3 A's to finish. But yeah, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Pick something, optimize it yourself, and then if you feel like it's fun, just play it, because nothing's really gonna stop you these days except yourself, right? There's already 3 POBs floating around. How much different could they be? I have no idea, dude. I don't really like look at things, but I make my own from because I'm actually one of the few people who's played that build. I've like 200 hours with that build, right? So I know exactly what's wrong, and it's not the start that really like bothers me. I'm gonna guess you're going to be like an hour and a half behind most people in the game when you get to red maps, maybe 2 hours, because number one, you're gonna have to like stop like 3 or 4 different times when you get to red maps to farm mercs, right? I highly doubt you're you're probably gonna have to stop first at like the Spire of Gods or whatever, right? And that's gonna probably take you like, if you're unlucky, probably like an hour. If you're lucky, probably like 30 minutes to find a good merc, in my opinion. Because there's a lot of garbage, and it really depends on where they are, right? So if it takes you like a minute to find it, and maybe 15 minutes to like 45, I don't know, something like that, right? But when you finish campaign, you're gonna have to look for a merc, right? Because, or maybe like at the end of campaign, I don't know what the forced starting area is, but towards the end of campaign, you have to look for another merc, because that first merc at level or like 20 something area can't equip any items, right? And there's no way you're going to maps without like at least like level like 50 items, right? And then once you get into yellow maps, you have to look for another merc, and that merc should last you until red maps. So if you say every one of these processes take 30 minutes, you're gonna be like an hour and a half behind every one, right? So that's the way I look at it. Because there's no way around it, right? Maybe like there's just gonna be super strong where you could just take some garbage and be like.
You're gonna do a cast on crit, aren't you, Jake?
I highly doubt that's gonna be the case. Like GGG is not gonna make it so like you could just like get any butt cheeks and it's just gonna start like two-shotting bosses, right? I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna readjust a lot of the merc stats, and it's gonna be like you at least need to make a build with them, IMO. Yeah, that's what I said. They'll level up an axe so their stats will change. But if you have a level 25 merc, even though their stats change, you can't equip items higher than level 25. So no matter how strong they get, do you think having like fucking like items with 1 to 3 fire damage is gonna last you until red maps? No, you're gonna have to stop before like campaign is over, and then so you can equip level 50 gears, and then you have to stop in yellow maps, and you probably have to spend some money like find one and like in yellow maps or something, and then you can go to reds, right? That's how it was in Gauntlet, when you went through progression with mercs, right? In Merc Lab, I played the build through from blank in Gauntlet, and like that's what it was. Like you have to like find them once in a while, right? And it was easier finding them in that content too, because they were everywhere, and you still had to stop, right? It wasn't every zone, and you still had to stop, so it was still a slow process. Even in Merc League, so it's definitely going to be like, I don't know, like an hour and a half. I would say maybe even 2 hours slower than like decent builds, right, or good builds. In my opinion, will you make that time back? Maybe. Maybe not. We don't know. Who knows? Like, hopefully the mercs are good, and because GG knows you're like 2 hours slower than everyone because you have to find mercs already. But who knows? I literally just explained this. Not 2 hours, man. Okay, listen. Spin to win XD. Listen. Have you ever went through this process before? Have you leveled from scratch with mercs before? How are you going to tell someone who's done it, someone who's played the build for 200 hours, I didn't say it was a big deal. I'm just telling everyone what it is, right? Like, you're going to be 2 hours behind. If you're okay with 2 hours behind for fun, I'm okay with it. Are you okay? Some people are not okay with it. Some people want to just blast to like red maps like immediately so they could do like their nightmare maps, like, because behind like the play behind like what you normally do. If you if you do like 5 hours to red maps or 6 hours to 5 hours to red maps on elemental hit, you're gonna be 7 hours to red maps, right? Like that's what it is. It's gonna be like something like that. My name is not Kitty, so I think that's what it is. So be prepared for that. I think it's okay. I think the build will be good. I have like a lot of good tech that I kind of came up with in the course of like thinking about what I want to do with the build differently from what I did in Mercenary League. I really don't like this, man. I really don't like arguing with people like when it comes to POE. I just like it's like useless. People will never understand like the whole process, and they think like a POB is just like some random items that people throw together, and they'll never really appreciate until they actually like start understanding what build making is in the game, and then they'll have way more appreciation for like everything that you do. But a lot of people are just like they just like look at numbers, and they don't really look at like what the build is because they don't understand. Maybe I'll do dual YouTube stream. I think regular Viper Strike is better than Mamba. I just really don't have a lot of confidence in Mamba. I think like regular Viper Strike, like you can still get like the Beanos clear without having to suffer like the low single target damage that Mamba has. Like right at start. It doesn't have fun. It doesn't matter how OP the skill is. If you don't have fun, yeah. So I was like making like alternate winter orb POBs, like to try to like I was gonna try to add another section to winter orb, because if power charge gear gets too expensive and people don't know how to build it, I was gonna try to make a sub tier, right? I was gonna make a frenzy boots build, so at least people can be like, instead of swapping with 23 million, baby, they can swap to like with like 18 million with frenzy boots. So like, you know, like I was gonna do that, right? Because it's totally possible to do frenzy boots, right? You just have less damage, but it is possible to do a frenzy boot swap. And like the frenzy boot swap was probably gonna be even like tankier than the power boots, because you okay. So if you do a frenzy boot swap, right? Let's say you're just power charge stacker, right? So the reason why you go power charge boots, right? So power charge. So the reason why you go power charge boots, the only reason, is because Malachi's and right? Because Malachi says you lose all your power charges when you whatever, right? And that combined with
What is is that Utala's Hunger is the one with all the like 1,000 life on it or whatever, Jake?
there's Tollfall, right? Right? And Will Clash, right? This is pretty much the combination that forces power charge, right? Because this thing generates frenzies for you when you reach max power. This thing says lose all power charges on gaining maximum power charges. As far as I know, it doesn't affect affliction charges, right? So I think affliction charges are okay. I should go test this again. I'm pretty sure. I always just use Mage Blood, so I don't even remember. And this thing, which is like lose all power charges when you block, right? Is that? Listen here, Fubgoon. Do you know how much I think I could report you for harassment, because the fact that I have to get harassed for whatever build you play, I feel like that's harassment. Do you feel like that's true? Like, I'm tired of people coming in and be like, hey, can you make another winter orb build? Fub is gonna buy my power charge Relicash. I feel like you should get reported for I should report you for harassment. So it is, and I want to tell you guys this right now. It is very entirely possible to just do this. Right? You just go frenzy here and you don't use these items. And you're like, well, I'm gonna lose all my damage. You still have Void Battery, you have Shimmeron, right? Even though I don't think you should use Shimmeron, and you have this. Right? Wait, not power purpose. And you have interconviction still. And interconviction has 3% more spell damage per power charge. And gain power instead of frenzies. But if you have Relicash, like you'll always have frenzies anyways, right? So you could just do this and skip the 3 items. So like everybody's really worried about, oh my god, dude, Fub gonna steal my power charge. It doesn't matter. You can just make up a lot of the damage with this, and you'll come out with like, maybe you won't have like 25 mil, 23 mil on your swap. Maybe you have like 17, 18 or something. It'll still be fine. The problem with that, right? The problem with that is, oh my god, fuck man, I have to go through like build making 101 with all you guys. The problem with that is when you play a caster build, the number one thing that you look at when you start playing the build everybody looks at this number, right? That's not the important number that you look at in the game. It's this number that's important, right? When you go like when you're fighting monsters and then you don't have these things, this is the number you look at, right? Because when this number is low, your build sucks. It honestly is like the worst thing in the world. You don't even want to play it. It feels like dog shit, right? And this is the correct number, right? Because let me give you guys an example. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but I don't know if some of these people even ever made a caster before. I saw like Winter Orb POBs with like 1 Link Herald device, and some of them didn't even have Herald device. I was like, what is a cold skill that you guys want to see besides Winter Orb? No, I just want to like, it's all about like educating, right? It's all about educating and like teaching people like what is what and how you oh, Creeping Frost? Okay, I'm pretty sure I've like, I have Creeping Frost. That's fine. I need like pinpoint support, right? Sorry. Let me set this up real fast. And like, this is my build from last league, and obviously when you play Power Charge Stacker, I play like every single spell, and I know what I know what they look like. What is that? What is the So let's just say this is self-cast Creeping Frost, right? First, like, this is like a skill that way. I need clarity. What's clarity? You can't even cast your abilities with oh my god, even with clarity, it's still bad, dude. I fucking hate casters in this game. I have endgame gear. I have endgame gear with a level 21 clarity. I can't even sustain my mana, man. Oh, it's fucking beautiful, dude. It's fucking beautiful. It's W. Okay, so we'll put in a map real fast, and I'll just show you guys like why certain things are important in the game, right? And why people don't realize what the game is. And if you have a self-caster build, right, and you have no avenues of clear, this is like what your clear looks like, right? You're fucking auto-targeting, and then you're like going around, and you're like shooting monsters, and this is your actual clear speed, right? This is what you're doing. You're fucking like holding down a button, right?
We did a disaster recovery test over the weekend, and like when stuff got cut back over to production, there's just all these issues. It did not go smooth cutting. Like connectivity issues between apps and servers and databases.
Okay, like you're not supposed to be self-casting butt cheeks. You're supposed to be like scaling your hell device so you can clear the whole entire screen by just doing this, right? Like you don't want to play some butt cheek self-caster with no hell device. That is not what you want to do in the game. No, like as soon as you swap the power charge stacker, your build is gonna look like this, right? It's gonna look like this, right? But if you
yeah. He's the one that's got to work. It's all his networking stuff that's having issues for yeah. Hold up one sec, he's calling.
And then you have to stop fast like all the time. That's not what you want to do, right? What you want to do is you just want to do this, right? And then everything's dead. Like you see that? Boom, 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 boom. And then when you have to fight someone boss, you like stop. Holy fucking creeping.
Hey, can you hear me?
So fucking bad, dude.
Hello, hello.
Because you have to aim, right?
Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Oh, okay. Cool, yeah. What's up, dude?
But yeah, so like that number is the important number, right? That's the important number when you
his communication something else sometimes.
If I swap to like any skill like venting or something like that, would have just died
oh, it is.
half a second, right?
Yeah.
That's what
So
I'm trying to
funny.
explain to people, right?
Which I mean, it was, but like, yeah.
Explosions,
Calm down,
especially
calm down,
when you're
Papa.
playing Winter Orb or any skill like that, you're gonna be like casting twice, self-casting for like 3 seconds, casting twice, and you don't want to do that, right?
That's the agent that runs jobs with this guy, and it's been working awesome. Like I think way back when I got it working, I added this rule to the ACL, right? I put it in the description. This is all it needed to connect to the agent, and boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. And I'm looking into it, so like there's certain specific jobs that are failing, and then I look in jams, and it has this timeout status. And you can like force it to try to reconnect, and it just keeps timing out. So I did all these connections, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a generic RDP test to it because I know that's open easily for, and it's just like anything TCP related or it just does not want to connect to.
310, not bad, right? Like,
I mean, I always think that, but I don't think well, here, I can see if jams. That's funny you said that though, because that's always my first thing is like, what the hell did that dude, I know for sure the jam like
because you have no other auras on my setup, right?
This didn't, but let's test this.
For you guys, so you guys can just
I would hope that Nate didn't put it on the jam scheduler, but no, it doesn't look like.
And if you run Calamitous Visions, because you don't have any auras, it doubles your Herald of Ice damage, so you could just like bulldoze content, right? It's like that's
yeah,
like
behind the scenes shit. Yeah, I agree.
Guys, and not how to make your Winter Orb overlap like 6x or whatever, because none of that stuff matters, right? All that matters is fucking clear speed,
Oh,
and as
let
long
me
as you have,
test
30 million single target damage
on a server
like,
then.
you're fine, right? Like
I know the
this
VMs are
is
working.
what like you should be doing, and even this on Elementalist is still really good, right? And,
Yeah. Yeah, and the name resolution's good, it seems like.
that should be what you're looking for all the time. That's why like people are worried about like power charge.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'm worried about Scornful Herald. That's what
I bet you it's just like
if I were you guys,
the
I would not
flush
worry
didn't
about
go through or
power
something.
charge.
That's my guess.
Like you can get frenzy charge boots and be fine.
But there, oh, but there's, did he do it on all of the Cogno servers? There's like 2 replicated.
Because this is the thing that makes her clear.
Huh.
Like, yes, that says 300%.
Huh. Yeah, it's weird. There's still some weirdness for sure, but like, this isn't name resolution stuff though. This is like, it just can't connect over that port. Or like any TCP port, and I don't know why. I really don't.
So this is the thing that you're worried about. Like anything else is like kind of like whatever.
You have, so 0 route, 1 out, 0 to, it's like all.
When you play Winter Orb,
Can you edit these? Let's do this.
explain this to people the best I can. Winter Orb is not the build.
Nobody saw anything.
Herald of Ice is the build. Because
Yeah.
you can substitute any skill on your build.
Source,
and it's
10
not
down,
like,
1
like,
0
hey, right,
24.
We have this build, right? We have this build, right?
Alright.
Check this real fast, right? You're saying
This is,
Winter Orb,
yeah,
right?
because Outgress is all, yeah,
I can remove
is
Winter
already
Orb,
zeroed
and
out.
I can go
Which is, that's pretty standard from what I've seen. So. There you go, it worked. That's so stupid. With a 0 route. No, yeah, we didn't touch the. That's the shit that's boggling my mind, bro. I don't really
I
know.
can remove Winter Orb, and I can generate 100 million damage with Incinerate Eventing, like, just by switching the skill. It doesn't matter. You can use any skill you want. You can go Creeping Frost. With
Yeah.
Self-cast. You can...
This is all we needed.
Right? I played
This is the one that's been there for like
with the setup, and
shit
every
half a
skill
year at this
works
rate, or like I don't even know how long.
If
Yeah.
you don't like Winter
So
Orb,
then-
you can just play whatever the fuck you want. You can play
Yeah.
Freezing Pulse if you want. But I'm letting you know
What the
right
hell?
now, none of it matters.
Well, let's try.
Unless you're
Okay,
doing
let's
Uber
try.
bosses, none of it matters.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because as soon as you hit Frostblink, the whole screen is gonna die.
Well,
And
this
you're
one,
never
that one
gonna
keeps
cast a
failing, but this is
spell.
the important one, I think. 77.
You don't cast a spell because there's no monsters for you to kill. Because as soon as you Frostblink,
It's really weird, right?
Like
Like I don't.
the whole entire screen is just gonna explode.
She could explain some of
Unless
those.
you don't have Herald Device, and then you're sitting there for like 3 seconds spamming your stupid ass stuff,
Uh-huh.
and it's like stupid, right? And, like none of that matters. So, like, Herald Device is the build.
Okay, it's online.
Whatever skill that you
That's
wanna
good.
play
But like,
is just
do we care? Like, do we
just
care if that?
complementary to your Herald Device. That's what it is.
I guess it's all TCP on all.
Right?
That's kind of a problem.
Like Winter Orb is a really solid starter.
Like, we don't want to keep that,
Like,
right?
It gets up to like 4 million damage, like really fast, and it's really good. I will put it
Yeah,
in
that's
alternate ways, so
bad.
that not everyone in my community is cock blocked by endurance or a power charge relicash. So I will put the frenzy charge relicash.
So why would putting us all here
There's also another setup with annihilating light, but
and like RDP wasn't even working? So how does that make any sense, honestly?
if we don't have the gem for HI, yeah, it's not going to be that good. Scornful Herald is like the build, in my opinion. There's obviously other ways to build
It really
right?
doesn't.
Like Oriath's Flask explodes. Like there's other ways to build it, but the scaling on that is different, and yeah, because
Unless
you have to understand, like,
it doesn't this.
what Winter Orb is. Winter Orb is a cast rate build too, right? So if you're like on another setup,
Hold
like
on.
Annihilate,
Do you care if I
it doesn't
change this
matter
back?
what this number says, it's what this number says, right? And that's the thing that matters, right? So like, let's say you're like doing let's say you have your build going, right?
Well,
And
no, because the RDP stuff, that doesn't really. So, like, if I do this,
let's
it's
say you have
just
your
gonna.
build going, and you're doing like boss rush.
But
mode,
maybe
and
RDP
you're
wasn't
doing
set
boss
up in
rush
the
mode,
first
would you
place.
really
That's
want
from,
fire?
like,
No, you would
the
use
server.
Arcane
It's
Devotion.
10.1.
And Arcane Devotion makes your cast speed like giga fast, right?
Okay, let's try
You
77
see
again,
the
though.
cast speed difference between that and Arcane
So,
Devotion?
like, I'm wondering, does it
If
take a
it's
while
giga
for
fast, it makes your Frostbite
these
giga
rules
fast.
to
So,
trickle
if it's
down? I
basically
think it
built,
did last time.
substitute in. If you want
Wonder.
to do like damage content, you do regular Righteous Fire, right? So it's like
Yeah.
it really depends on what content you do. But
Let's look at
either
that.
one of these
How does that
will
make any
affect
sense?
damage, it only affects your speed.
No, nope. 77. Like, but I like specifically have it.
Anyone else think they have a dead pixel? Who cares?
Oh, on the other side. Look right here. So this is the Jams agent. This is what I ran to.
So that's my opinion on
So
casters
it's
and the state of casters and POE right now.
like 77 coming in listening on this, and I mean this is pretty standard.
Whatever you do, just
So-
make sure you focus on like clear.
And even like if we
Focus on
do
clear,
fix,
one
like
way or
what
another, you're gonna
changed to
regret
cause
it,
this? It
right?
makes no sense.
You are 100% going to regret it because that is like what the game kind of.
Because this is new here. This is like I added this just before to try to make it work, but like the zero all works though.
Comes in.
Fuck.
Can
No.
you link incinerate a vending? Bro, you literally just saw me delete Winter Orb from my skill tree and then put in incinerate a venting, and you need a brand new POB. Are you guys like, what is wrong with you guys?
What words are saying? Wait, what?
Did you guys fail
Okay.
elementary school or something? Like, can I play your Fizz dot next week? Yeah. So, go in the build sheet, and I finished
Like,
the full Fizz dot build. Okay, you just go here and you open
I'm
it.
just gonna watch it try to connect her.
It has full progression. So level 1.
Oh, so it's just what you sent. Okay.
Labs. 90.
And what
The auto
side do
armor
you
swap.
run it on?
The end game stuff. It's like all in there, right? It's already like made and it's already done. So where's the flame surge POV?
Well,
I have
yeah.
gotten to it.
773. That's what it's either 77 or 773 that connects to these agents from. So this. Yeah, I don't.
Is there a POB with the frenzy?
What
red
IP?
text somewhere? Bro, like, guys,
Let's try to hit the.
I
Yep.
said I'm gonna do it. You don't need it
I
right
can
now.
run it on here if you want to.
Holy shit, you guys. Like, holy shit, dude.
Well, here, like, so this is right. 10. This is the jams that needs to connect on 77.
Grab POB today? I don't know. I already did a lot, right? I need to go over all the builds for
Oh, that's the remote port.
for France in the video. I'll go over Winter Orb first because we're already talking about it.
Oh, but then
So Winter Orb starts at
local port. Oh, so that's where we're running into issues.
I leveled with.
But that
Oh, dude, this is not even supposed to have this. Oops, this is stupid. Sorry.
I don't know.
I thought I deleted it, but I guess not.
don't know.
Sometimes I make mistakes. So
Mhm.
you're going freezing bomb. Like it's. I think rolling magma is still fine, but I don't know. I'll try it next league. I think freezing pulse is gonna be okay. Numbers add up. So holy flame totem.
Oh, go up to the
I just
top.
have double 2 link here. I don't think like you really do anything else. I think a lot of your damage is gonna be holy flame totem anyways. It's just going to be.
Mhm.
It's like fine, right? You flame wall, shell charge, frost bomb, 4 buttons that start.
Yeah.
hit. I tried this leveling.
Which
cycle
is
with-
like
with
10 dot
Honestly,
whatever.
it just feels like you're playing like caster peaconk, except you don't
Yeah,
do as much damage.
I don't see any
but you also feel
10.120.
like life
Because I think right now it's, well, is it connected?
So you go Creeping Frost. You can
It's
go
still
low
connected.
angles
So it's like,
with volley or
I'm so
add-in,
damn confused. It's like it's
you go
connected
add-in,
now, and I
the
changed
freeze is
it,
a little bit better, but when you go multiple projectiles, you have a little bit more
but it didn't disconnect it.
Cold dot,
You know what I mean? Like it's
cold
just.
snap, right? And then
But I don't,
you
still
have your
don't
device and
see
your skitter bots.
any
All the way until you get
10.120.
and your tree's gonna kind of like look like this, right? So you kind of want to make it the golems. Make sure you, I don't know, take
Where
this
you look?
one
Oh, right
first,
here.
and then you take
Nice.
that, right?
But it's C right here. Yeah.
And then you get to Winter Orb, and you just play Winter Orb all the way through, right?
Oh,
As
okay.
soon
Now
as
the
you get
question
to
is
Winter
there a
Orb, like,
range of
it's just a
those?
Winter Orb build for now until forever, right? You will not really change a setup until you go to power charges. So, Frostbite, Herald of Ice. You use ice. Make sure you have Ice Bite because that's what generates your frenzies for you in the setup.
Let me
You
see
can
if
also hard cast Creeping Frost or not.
old
Creeping
Johnny
Frost,
Jippet.
Cold Snap if you want, but you have your Jolems and you have Haste, right? Now, haste is very, very important because as you're leveling, you want to look at this number, right? If that means if your cast rate is 9, that means you can fully channel your Winter Orb in 1 second. Okay.
How do you spell that? Enumeral?
You can see like we took as much cast rate as we can. You have cast rate here, and you have cast rate.
ENUMER or something?
That's why playing Occultist at League Start is so big because without Jolems,
Innumerable.
your cast rate is like entirely poo poo. Oh, this should be swapped. My bad. I forgot to swap this. This should be swapped. Even though the damage is lower, it should be swapped, right? As soon as your Winter Orb, right? So
so you're saying that you already have like a list in here, or like a?
It's basically the same thing, right? When you get shock, one thing. So when you first finish Krolab and you go in the maps, barracks is very important, right? Barracks is one of the few ways you can get life leech in the game because it says 1% damage leeches life against shocked enemies. That and this is going to keep you alive, right? Because now you have instant yes leech on Winter Orb and all its hits, right? And it doesn't say spell damage. That's the most important thing, is it doesn't say spell damage because you're also going to get instant leech procs from Herald of Ice. But even though Herald of Ice isn't like that much damage, but you're still going to get all of those things put together, and it's a T5 unique, and it gives you cold and lightning damage, and it gives you life and resistance. I think it's like must have, right? Right after you get try to get it early, after collapse, right after you get shocked, you're going to be able to get like all your recoveries situated until you roll like leech somewhere, right? Which is like really, really far down the line, right? And in yellow maps, you're going to start trying to get your block going because you certainly don't want to die. Make sure you get both AoE clusters. Really
Or do I have this?
Because your AoE clusters are
No, because like you, do I have this
so if you don't have them,
backwards?
you
No,
will
we.
not hit 5. Like the golem
Source
and
port
golem
773,
clusters will
destination
hit 5
port.
when you're standing 2 meters from the boss. If you're standing right next to the boss, you'll hit 4, and you're standing like 5 meters away, you'll hit 4, right? So like 2 to 3 meters is the
Local
G
port.
spot that you want to be hitting when it comes
Does
to
it have
bossing
something to do
or
with?
bossing and number of hits? It's the good spot. But yeah, that's what you want to do. Make sure that's okay here. I took extra freaking stat nodes just so people don't freaking like crash out and be like, "Well, come on, I have no stats," because I don't know, man. If you don't need them, then whatever. And then your tree kind of looks like this. After when you get into like when you can get your 5 link, I would say that's the best time to swap.
Let me see
crit.
something.
And then you're going to be removing EO when you get to your 5 link, because at the start you really do need these 2 supports, or your crit does no damage. So get your 5 link. My Winter Orb is always 1 level higher because of the buffs, right? So that's what you have. And I don't know. build looks like okay at this point. I think you might even want to consider like coming down here and pathing to this, right? And losing some damage. Like I probably would do this. I probably shouldn't just include it in the POV because the problem with this build, right, is this. Right? It's like you have faster attacks, you have momentum, but momentum's like whatever, right? You know, like,
Okay, I fixed it. I don't.
it's kind of cheating.
Um,
You have lightning
after
bolt,
doing some
but
research and
that's like
talking to
all you
Johnny,
have, and frenzy charges, right?
I put the source port as all but the destination port as 77, and that works.
So getting an extra like 10.
But I didn't have that before, so I don't know what.
If you need the deck, so like this is always an option. You should really think about that, and it gives you better cast speed, so your winter orb feels better. My build is situated. So a lot of people look at this build. One of the more important things on like the thing that
Had nothing to do with those subnets or anything. I looked at.
This node.
I don't know. Computers are dumb, dude.
Important nodes in the build, right? Because when you don't, first, when you're like chance to freeze here is very, very important because without chance to freeze.
Oh no, when I was saying Johnny, I could chat GPT. I call him Johnny Jibbit. I don't know. Sorry, that's gonna make it confusing. I haven't worked on the Cognos thing at all. Do you want me to jump in and?
Number two, your freeze duration. Basically, Winter Orb is a fast, multiple hitting skill that has really, really low base damage, right? Without this node and without this node, also like skills like Creeping Frost, Winter Orb, they're all like that, right? Without these two nodes, you'll never freeze anything. I don't know if you ever went through progression in Winter Orb without these nodes, you're freezing jack shit and you're just dying, right? With these two nodes, everything is frozen, nothing fucking touches you, you just go and then everything dies, right? And then like nothing really hits you. So these are the two most important nodes that you need to be taking because without them you don't have the 80% freeze duration.
What doesn't make sense?
You will not freeze shit and you're just gonna get fucking like fucked up, right?
No, it literally does not. It's almost like just like fresh reset or something, like cause.
Freeze has a minimum duration in this game, okay?
I don't know, man. Things
minimum duration. If you do not hit hard enough to hit the 0.3,
but that did the trick, so I mean.
But Winter Orb hits fast enough and your crit is high enough, where as soon as you satisfy the 0.3, they're always going to be frozen, right?
Because it'll grab any of the innumerable ports if it changes each day and always hit 77.
Right?
But what doesn't make sense is how did it work before? That is what's.
So then you're going to go into like your quest bosses, and it's generally going to be the same tree. You're gonna try to get.
Alright, cool. Guess you learn something every day. I don't know, man.
The reason why Malice is important is because this mastery is one of the best masteries in the game for cold, right? And it's even better when you're on bosses and you can freeze. Because if you're getting a 10-second freeze.
Here, let's be proactive, I guess. Are you in the? Have you jumped into these servers at all?
Second freeze. This node is 29% more.
Oh, one.
On like Eater and stuff like that after the 10 seconds of freezing. It is vitally important how you get if you can.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's all
damage becomes
going good then.
Really important, right? And you can't get this mastery until you get exposure, because there's 3 masteries that are good, right? The exposure, which is only 10%, which is kind of dog shit already, right? The +1 levels, which is like by its own like 10% damage at league start, and then freeze mastery, which is so
could be. Maybe we need, And then once you get, so is that why you were thinking about adding those?
Try to get like I put like whatever gear you want on this. I probably should just include this.
Well, hold up. Let's see the rules for. Real quick, and then we can jump off. We don't gotta sit here.
This time, you'll probably have even more damage than what I have in this POV, but.
All right, let me find the.
I didn't include like +1 on like any of my stuff. I think I put +1 on shield because that's kind of
Where are the rules for the
If you can't get
database?
+1, there's still other mods to get. Spell crit. I don't think you want spell crit, but spell damage.
So that's, yeah, that makes me question these that are like source and then destination is all. But maybe it makes sense for certain
That's basically
things.
what you're doing. And 4 stones, by the time you make it to 4 stones, you kind of want to get a mystical reflector because mystical reflector is like really good, right? It gives you.
Is this here we go.
So you don't have to.
Yeah,
use,
so
lesser
we
multiple
have
projectiles
like
or greater multiple projectiles. Remember, not to use greater multiple projectiles, right? You use greater multiple projectiles, but once you swap off,
oh
right,
was
once your
okay.
orb gets high enough levels, you want to swap to lesser multiple projectiles. I don't know what levels you get 2 projectiles at, but as soon as you get to 2 projectiles, you want to swap to lesser multiple projectiles because you can't overlap 6 no matter what, right? Unless the boss is like really big. So just remember that because lesser multiple projectiles has a better less damage multiple.
That's where
right?
these almost need to be changed to all, right?
Yeah,
that's
what
I'm
level 20 like pretty fast. Depending on like
just
you
something to
get
think
+1 on shield,
about.
+1
It seems
on
like we're on
attack,
the same
+1
page with
like-
that, but
like
I just don't want to go cowboying it up and changing it right now.
weapon or something, you can get it really fast, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
you can still shotgun, but it's a hitbox.
All right, guess we'll just see what he says. Or
That's what I just said. You can't hit more than 5 unless if the target is big. Is that what I just said? Did I mess up? Okay. Anyways, so be focused on that. So your end game items or your
okay, cool. Thanks, dude. Sorry to throw so much shit at you, but
try to get mystical reflector. You should try to get Eye of Malice. You should try to get endurance charge on one of your rings so you don't die. Your max hits are good. You have a little bit of evasion through Silver Flask, and you have 4357 block, which is okay.
on the yeah, but on the same
So,
topic, like it's almost easier. I like almost wish he did something easier to find, right?
I didn't really
Sometimes.
have that much trouble even with current in the current game, so it's mostly good. But the pain part is going to be
Glitch in the
your power charge
Matrix.
swap, right? Because all your items are fucking orange. We don't know how many people want to get Foulborn Ramirez this league, and they're a big part of your damage. Graven Secrets, like, it's gonna take you a while to get to this point. Because it's like orange dot build, right? Because that's what power charge is orange dot build. You need power charges to play power charges, right? But once you swap the power charges, you should have around 21 million damage. And the big part is, when you swap the power charges, your Herald of Ice damage, and Scornful Herald, your higher Herald of Ice damage, like, starts clearing, and your build becomes like 100 times better than what it originally was, right? But until then, like I say, before power charges, you're relegated to like stuff like Abyss or like farming whatever like content that doesn't need like giga clear. After that, you can farm whatever you want because your Herald Vice will explode everything and you'll be like entirely fine, right? But yeah, don't be like me. Make sure you put an Abyss Jewel here. Oh, I don't know why I didn't put it in. You need a Abyss Jewel to activate Cinder.
Holy
By the
shit!
way, Cinder was going to be heavily contested next league. It's like one of the best items in the game with Malediction. So just be very aware how good this item is, and it might be like really expensive because everybody wants it. Like, I don't know any build in the game that.
Oh, I see. I see.
Stupid ass poison build, but
That's wild, though.
Heavily contested. So. 21 million
Yeah.
does not seem insane. You know, like this league, if you were to make this build, it would be like 10 divs. This build is considered these items are considered like garbage in the game. It's just gonna be contested. Like at freaking at start.
Yeah, there needs to be some
Divine.
hands on that.
Because no one cares, right?
Oh yeah,
But it's gonna be
yeah. Then you're just done.
Whenever stuff is contested, whatever. 21 million. Like, see, people look at this damage and they think this is the number that matters. I told you that's not the.
They
number
just
that
go
matters.
OCI to
This is the
there's
number that
Azure.
matters. Like,
Yeah, it'd be so easy to set up
does not
too.
matter in the game.
As long as the networking's there, it's like.
Like
Yeah.
after you get 30 million damage, like in the game, like you barely like. I don't know. It's
Okay,
It's
see
kind
you,
of like whatever. right? Unless if you're doing like giga strats, but this should be like early, like day 2 type of stuff. So, what is Warb really good for? Breach, whatever you want. Basically, it's good for like whatever you want. It's pretty. I don't know. I played it last league. It's good for bossing. It's good for like basically everything. I don't know like what it struggles with. Oh, it's not good for 100% deli farming. That's not what it's good for. Like other than 100% deli, it's fine because your hell device can't clear 100% deli especially well. So it's good for almost everything in the game. Like there's nothing it really struggles on, right? No, you don't want to farm expedition. Nothing is good for expedition. But when you get hero device going and you have like you have to put like enhance on your hero device before it's good for expedition. The problem with the not expedition legion. The problem is the legion mobs are too far away, and you need your herald to be like even bigger than what it is, right? You need like a 3.0 herald device before like this number needs to be like 3.0. So you need to get like really good gear with like enhance before it's really good for legion. But yeah, it's like it's I would say it's not very good for legion at start. How's the single target? I mean, you can like, I don't know why people are so concerned with single target damage in this game right now. I feel like single target damage is like the worst thing you worry about. You really worry about like speed, clear, and like and like not dying, like and wasting time. Very tanky. What has very tanky rares? Like if you get to 21 million damage, like what is really gonna take really that long? I don't think anything is really gonna take that long. Guys, you know people play Righteous Fire in this game, right? Those guys like you don't this is like 21 million damage. Like when you hit 21 million, Righteous Fire players have like 3. So you guys are like way worried about like single target damage when like it doesn't like I'm not even kidding. So, yeah. No, but people hate bossing mechanics. That's why Winter Orbit, that's why cold is good. Guys, have you ever, I don't feel like you guys ever played a cold build. When you freeze bosses, they don't even move in this game. They just like fucking like stand, they just like, right? So, I don't know. You can still take this note if you want, but I think at this point, unless if you're like doing bosses, you don't really need it anymore. But if you're doing bosses, you probably want to take this node instead of this node. Yeah. So it is what it is. If you plan on farming Ubers, you definitely don't want to start a build like Winter Orb on day 1. That's not what you want to do. This is more of a kind of like you kind of want to just like play the game and have fun type of thing. If you want to do like specialized content, you probably should use a specialized build and not like a general build. But so, and then you're going to go to like the giga like setups right later where you have like good max hits, right? And you could just do big damage and just kill everything, right? So all the POBs are in there. Remember, 22 is just for the Winter Orb buff. And comes to flat damage. I don't think there's too much things to go over when it comes to Power Charge Stacker. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just read the items. Is there any questions on the build before I move on to other things and whatever? Because is there any decision-making questions you guys wanna ask? Guys, by the way, when you look at my POBs and it says 4.6 million damage, I don't inflate my shit, right? I don't inflate my shit. I don't do this. Like, I can easily do 10-second freeze, frost shield on, convergence on, right? And then like I have 7.5 million DPS, right? I can easily do that. I don't inflate my shit. So when you have a 4.5, I want to try to like temper expectations, because I really hate it when I feel like I'm gonna have 7 million damage and I don't have like you know, anywhere near that, right? So a lot of people, I didn't check my frenzy charges and be like, oh guys, I have Ice Bite on my shit, so I should have frenzy charges, right? So I don't do any of that stuff. You can easily inflate POBs. I just don't like doing it, right? I just like to temper expectations, and I like to. Why am I talking? Wait, what do you mean? I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking about poop. Anyways, that's the Winter Orb build. If you have any questions, let me know, because I don't know if we should go over this right now. We'll just talk about it. It's already Monday. They're probably not gonna. Focus channeling and Winter Orb is kind of bugged, if you didn't know, right? I was waiting. I didn't want to talk about it last week because it's kind of bugged, where you can, as soon as you finish channeling, you get all the damage and you don't, and it never goes away. So I was waiting. I was gonna wait until the end to talk about this, but it really depends. So you might even have more damage coming up than what you expect in the build. So just to let you know, it is what it is, right? It's kind of bugged for Winter Orb. So someone snitched on Reddit. Yeah, well, I've known about this. I tried it last league when I played the charge stacker, right? So just if you don't know what I'm talking about, just whatever, we won't talk about it. But it's sort of fucked up, right? So we might even have more damage. So you might have more damage than what you would expect from this POB. So just to give you a heads up. But as a normal player, if you have junk rares with no implicits and a mystical reflector, and your burst damage is like hit convergence, and you're doing this, like you're pretty happy, right? Especially if you're in a map and you actually have frenzies, like you're gonna be pretty happy like hitting rares with this much damage right at league start, right? You won't have this damage all the time, but yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. I just don't like to inflate my shit. But anyways, hopefully they don't. Yeah, right. Like, I think the build is already really good, Harry. Like, I think people are really underestimating how far they can get in the game without even switching to the power charge stacker, right? But the problem with the Elementalist build is it clears like shit, right? It absolutely clears like shit. Because your Herald of Ice doesn't do like shit for damage, right? Especially without Scornful Herald. So there is a world where you try to get a barracks ring right away on your Elementalist, right? If it's cheap, I would probably just go for it. like the explode one if you can, but I don't think that shit is gonna be like cheap either. So it is what it is. And if you get Scornful Herald first, you probably should just use it on your Elementalist and get whatever and turn off Flesh and Stone. It's probably even like better. It's like probably like okay to do that too, right? So, anyways, those are my tips and tricks on Winter Orb and why I built the build the way I built it and why like certain things are important. If you have questions regarding this build and regarding the skill, why things are done this way and what is, you can ask now and I'll let you know. I don't, like, you can use impulses, but you're gonna die. Do you think Pack of Bayette will work? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Like, a lot of these things you don't even want to talk about. Why no Breath of Rhyme? I don't know, man. Why don't I want Duration of Cold Elm? Like, it's like okay. Like, you can take it too, but you lose a mastery here. It's okay. Like, I would take it if you really want it, if you really need it. Like, probably at the start, like, it's probably okay to even do this, probably. Right? Even though this is like less damage, it's probably like okay to do this. I'm gonna be honest. I probably should do that just in case people have like, what is this? 2.4 or what is this? Like 2.2, 2.3. I probably should just do this. I'm gonna keep it. No, I already have Winter's Embrace, and I already have freaking Elemental Focus here, so I'll do it. I'll switch. I think it's fine. And like, the crit chance isn't really that really important. I can like get it somewhere else. So someone will probably have like spell crit on like a weapon or something, or like or whatever. And I don't want to like fuck with it. Occultist Explosion, better clear. Occultist Explosion is the worst thing you can possibly play in this game, because Occultist Explosion requires you to put a fucking hex on the target, and hex on hit literally makes the game unplayable because all it does is lag. It is literally unplayable garbage from testing. A lot of people don't realize Occultist is literally bait at League Start. If anyone tells you to play Occultist at League Start, they're basically just making you like, they basically just hate you, or they don't know how the game works, because you can't play Winter Orb without cast speed. And without Ice Golem, it feels absolutely horrible. And like, Curse on Hit is the worst thing like you can ever do. Like, as soon as you do any sort of juice with Curse on Hit, your computer like just stops like working. Make some swaps. Do that. I should have done that right before. Oh, stupid. What do I remove? This? Okay, whatever, dude. I'll fix it again later. But anyways. No, there's no Desecration Belt. What about Winter Orb Gladiator? That's not a thing. Am I gonna Star Ward? Probably not. I'm probably either gonna play like Mercenaries, or I'm gonna play a new build where people need help with, because like I already played this build all the way through. I think my guide is like top notch. I don't think it's even failable with anything, because I've played all of this stuff, right? Like, if you go through one of my builds, like I know exactly what I'm doing on all of this stuff. I know exactly how the scaling is and how the build feels, and I don't think I've made a mistake here. there's probably like some little mistakes. Like I caught myself making one earlier where I did not put like the freaking the jewel in this thing, and it kind of like so my freaking cinder didn't work. But I need to like double check my stuff because I did it like really fast yesterday, right? Because I had so many things to do. You have to remember every one of these POV. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 POVs, and then after I did that, I had to do elemental hit. And we'll probably like go through that next. So elemental hit Slayer. It got a nerf. Doesn't really matter. We don't really care because I think the build is just overall like okay. It's the same exact build from last league. Basically. Except when you get to this point, if it were me, I would like, it's hard for me to put this on POV. I would take Feline Swiftness first, and then when you path over here and you could take Ambidexterity, then you unspec it and you take Ambidexterity, right? Just to make your leveling a little bit smoother. But other than that, nothing else has really changed. With leveling, you just get whatever weapons with attack speed at a thing. If you want to get an honor home early, it'll give you a lot of damage. Because let's say you're in Collab and your elemental hit does 73k, right? At level 50. Gaining honor home will boost your damage to 100k. So whatever you're missing, like in campaign, you're gonna more than make that back if you just equip a stupid ass fucking stupid helmet for like 1C, right? So that's what I would do. No, I get +1 cold later because you need enough gear to get res, and you don't want to be running around with like freaking like negative resistance, so or bad resistance. You're just gonna die. I don't think the damage is really worth it. Like you can get damage in other ways too, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong with the leveling guide, and then. And then you have your crit swap here with Morton Morsu, and it's basically the same build. If you ever played it, it's basically just go kill stuff, and there's not much to it, right? Everything is like you have your charges here for your Slayer. You get your charges node, and you just go pew 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 pew. Yeah, you're bad at mathematics. Did you guys really struggle with school? Did you guys really struggle with school? Like when you read on the patch notes, fix the bug where the bonus area effect was applying twice. Do you really think that halves your AoE? I feel like that's like, I think like when people type that, it really shows me that you never went to school. It's like really crazy. Half the AoE increases is like, I don't know, when you have like 60%, it's like 19% less AoE or something. So instead of hitting your skull, the whole screen, you're gonna be hitting like almost the full screen. It's like, it's really whatever. Unless there's something like that, I don't really understand, but yeah, that's what it is. I think Static Strike is good. I think there's enough powers creep where like Static Strike can do a lot of damage at the start, but I have yet to see anyone show me a Static Strike POV that's like actually good when they pass like, I don't know, like red maps. Most of them are kind of like look like poo-poo, and I feel like there's a lot of things you could do with Static Strike. I just don't see people doing them. I honestly think there's a lot of things you could be doing with Static Strike to make it really, really smooth. But I think most people's POBs are just kind of like kind of whatever. I don't really, I don't know. I think playing the game is all about like making a build so you can do content, and especially on Duelist, your main advantage is making a build where you can make your build like tanky, right? And That's like the main thing. So anyways, so you get the 95 on elemental hit, blah 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 blah. The same 5-step progression from last league is still here. So you go from step 1, which is that weapon, and yes, you can still hit 15 to 16 million damage with that piece of shit, with whatever. So now instead of the belt, you have to get an endurance charge Relicash, which is like probably going to be really cheap because everyone's going to want Relicash this league, but everyone's going to want power, so everyone's going to be using their little omens on it, and you're probably going to end up getting endurance charge Relicash because no one plays Slayer these days. So you're going to want to get endurance charge Relicash and Arns instead of you know, Screams of Desiccated, which doesn't exist anymore. And then you want to craft your claw, get your squire, and then blah 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 blah. The next league is going to be Admiral's Arrogance. You're going to recraft your chest, get ailment avoidance, right? And all of the notes are in the sheet on how to like make all your shit, because this is from last league, right? I kind of updated a little bit. Like if you want to, like it tells you exactly how to craft your focus amulet, and it tells you exactly how to craft this, craft that, and all of that stuff, right? And the Clawcraft recombination is all in there. And then you're going to get to step 5, which is like, you know, big max hits, big damage. And it already has a 17% less damage from elemental hit included in the POB. So when you get to this point, remember this is still a 3-mod claw. And this is like easy as fuck to make. So you're going to probably hit like 60 million damage before you know it on this build, like pretty easy with big max hits. And then you're gonna go make the big claw, which is gonna be like this. This is probably gonna be like sort of like, this is my same exact gear from 6 days in the league last league, except I don't have Screams of Desiccated. This is like my exact build, right? I didn't really change it. I didn't really change anything from my exact build from last league. So it's still gonna have 120 million damage. It's gonna still have max block with big max hits. You're basically unkillable, like in most content in the game. You can do, as soon as you get to like stuff like this, even without the claw, you can start doing ultimatum, and ultimatum was like 30 to 50 divines an hour week 1, and you're basically untouchable when it comes to buying anything you want in the game when you play Elihit Slayer, right? After you get up to like, after like a few days in the league, you go into ultimatum, you're untouchable, because not many builds in the game can do ultimatum with Grueling Gauntlet, and you just smoke it for fun, right? I think I did 4 days of Grueling Gauntlet without failing once. Without failing one inscribed ultimatum. Actually, I think I failed one to Deadlock Detected or whatever, and I was pissed because I lost 16 divines. But anyways, that's besides Deadlock Detected, like the build is like really, really good. It's made for ultimatum. It's made to smoke ultimatum. And it's really, really good for it. Anyways, that's all I have to say about Elemental Slayer. Elemental Hit. If you do not like Elemental Hit, right? If somehow something bad happened to it, I have made some other endgame builds for Slayer that you might want to look at. This is Ambidexterity on Slayer. It has amazing max hits, 90 like max block, basically huge fucking ES leech with and ES overleech with Essia and Sanguis, and you can basically just stand in the middle of like whatever the fuck you want to stand on, and it's non-crit, so you can do Expedition 2 on Dual Strike, so you can look at that. It's absolutely a house of a build. If you want to make a power charge stacker on Slayer, that's also really, really good. This is the Energy Blade build, where it's like 400 million DPS, where you could just go pew 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 pew, and then things are gonna die. You can play the E version instead of Energy Blade, where it's just gonna be like really, really tanky. With like, you know, like 97, because this has like 15 endurance charges or whatever, right? You can be a tanky boy. You can also build block on this if you really, really need to, and just reduce some damage, change the tree a little bit. I didn't really bother. I just kind of want to show people what some of the Slayer builds that you can make is, and because, you know, I'm more of a Slayer main than Karn. Karn's more like a slam main. I'm more like I just slay, right? So there's like tons of builds for Slayer that you can play. You can even play the old-fashioned, you know, like Frenzy's charge stacking. My old like Cold Slayer, you can do that. That's like you can also do that. That build's more known because I always play it. So you can also play any of this stuff. It's all of it's very, very good, right? Yeah, this sheet is literally just type builds in 329 sheet. I'm gonna add more stuff on it. I think I'm gonna do mercs tonight after like I finish my work and I take a shit and I eat and whatever. But I'll try to finish mercs tonight. I don't know if I can because I'm working all the time and I'm just like tired and you know whatever. But I'll try to finish mercs. And if I can finish mercs, maybe I can work on maybe like ignite or like some assassin build or like whatever. But yeah. Anyways. I mean, anybody who's played my Slayer build last league, right, knows it's like really, really good. I don't think there's any. I don't really think there's any like debate on that this league, whether the build is going to be good or not. And I didn't really in the endgame POV. I didn't really include like frenzy rings and stuff like that because I just didn't care. But yeah, like if no one plays Ellie hit Slayer, you're probably going to be able to ball your rings for frenzy, and it's going to be like even better. Right, so than what it was last league. Our dot build, I don't know if they're gonna buff dots. I don't know. That someone says Andrew said he's gonna buff dots before the league started, but I have no idea whether they're going to actually do it or not.
Oh,
He said maybe.
Shoot, man. I've been here the whole time, Jake. I forgot to look at my chat. I've been chatting with these guys on Discord. Here, I gotta change something.
I mean, Bane is like, if they make Chaos dot good, I mean, Bane is definitely like not terrible if it does damage. And ED is not really terrible too if it did damage. Solren's not even that terrible too if it did damage. Like Solren coverage is like pretty good. The problem is the cast speed on that skill. It's freaking like, it's like dookie. That Bane at least has good cast speed, right? Like Solren has terrible cast speed from what I remember. Okay. Any questions on Elemental Hit and Slayer Strikes? If you guys want the Cold Slayer Strikes, I can add it to the sheet too. But
What's Zarya doing?
I play so many Slayer builds. Like I feel like a lot of these POBs will just be good and they'll just do a lot. Maybe not this freaking charge stacking one. I don't know, man. I just made it for fun. Clear on Dual Strike is good. Clear on Dual Strike is like okay. It's probably not as good as Elemental Hit, but it's like definitely passable. It's more melee.
Warcraft 3. Everybody's playing Warcraft 3. I've seen a lot. Like, there was a tournament, I think. There was.
Why not Glad Ambient? I don't know. Glad was better last league because you can get crit chance on a belt, so it can make up for all the damage it lost. But like I don't know. I think Slayer is just like better overall. You don't really need like all. I don't really think you need the recovery for a lot of the stuff. Like as long as you have the 5%, it's fine. The 20% is obviously good, but yeah.
Do.
E-Blade Zerker got nerfed a lot. E-Blade Zerker got nerfed a lot. It's probably still a playable build, but it got nerfed pretty heavily. And like
Record reset time. It's not a right reset time. Did you come in a tie stream? Come on, guys. That was a very reasonable reset. That was a very, very reasonable reset. Like, I think everyone would agree that, like, that's some BS, man.
This is gonna be a banger league, Jake.
Playing with Wisdom Scrolls to buy an iron, yet I'm not allowed to buy an iron. That's messed up. I'm getting scammed. All right. What are you getting scammed about? What are you
complaining about? Did somebody pay for something? Minus 30k. Pohunger, minus 30k. Wit, alright, what'd you pay for? What'd you pay for? You want to reset emote. Alright, fine. You got a reset emote. I don't know why you guys would need this. It's not like, it's not that relevant. I'll let you have it because I'm generous. Back at it. Back at it. Should I reset just because you guys got me out of the mental space with this run right now? With that whole, oh, go back and give that guy his emote thing?
Till 5:30? Dang. Oh, when Amanda's off?
I forgot to put on Prismatic Burst. Whoops. Might actually be a reset.
Man, I got this small sickness that is messing with my head and making me tired and stuff.
Wait, is this the time? Is this the time? If I get an iron ring? Okay. I was about to say. If that wasn't. What if maybe I should attack speed instead of proj. Instead of proj damage. Maybe the 5% attack speed is worth here. Choices. You tried running faster? I can't. That's the fastest I can run. Oh my word.
I had trouble breathing? Oh, damn. I don't know. No, I didn't have that. Mine's just like this head pressure and I'm tired. It's like this weird. I don't know if it's like this. Maybe it's the smoke from all. So it was really smoky outside around here, but I don't think it is that.
That's a reset angle. We can just give ourselves the time back. You know, when we finally get the final time on how long it took us, we can just go check. We can see how much time we lost and just add it back. You know what I'm saying? Just give it back to give it back to the clock. You know, like, okay, clearly that was minus 30 seconds, right? We just subtract 30 seconds from the time because that was a scam. It was just a giga scam by the game.
Fuck, man. I'm gonna go lay down for a second for like 20 minutes. I'm feeling it right now. I'll be back, okay?
Yeah, let's just cheat. No, not cheat. That's legal, guys. That's legal. Absolutely legal. Okay. I think it's in the rule book somewhere. If the game scams you, you deserve your time back.
Yep, see ya.
Hulk ready to reset.